Welcome to Overwatch. I'm having some technical difficulties with my Xbox. Hold on a second. All right. So, seems like a lot of people are curious about this game because it's got good reviews. I see a lot of people in our friends that's playing it, but with a lot of games out, just not sure if you're ready to put money down on something or wait for it to go on discount or whatever. But just wanted to give a quick intro to the game, if you're getting it, just to get an idea of what it is. Sorry, that's my co-star. Um, First of all, yes, it is an FPS. It's not third person. It is a class-based shooter. Most people are comparing it to like a Team Fortress. I never really got into that game, so I can't say. But it's kind of an accessible shooter. It's not super intense. I would kind of make a comparison as it being similar to like a Smash Brothers to fighting games. Like this is kind of what that is to FPS. No, I haven't played Battleborn. I know there's been a lot of confusion between those two games in terms of appearance, but by all accounts, they're completely different from each other. This is objective based. It's online only. There's no campaign. You can play against bots, and of course, the first thing everybody needs to do when you get this game, actually go ahead and do the training, which I did. I'm not going to go through the tutorial. It's pretty straightforward. You could probably just join a match and figure it out. But the really good thing about this is the practice range, and this allows you to check out every character, and they're all unlocked from the beginning, and see what their abilities are, and just kind of run around. There's no sprint button. Some characters do have an additional mobility. There is a character, the one that starts you off with, the one that you go through basic training, is kind of geared toward, and this is Soldier 76, kind of geared toward the average shooter player that is used to playing something like a Call of Duty. So you have an assault rifle. His mobility, you can see that you have different options for you. So not every character is going to have 3 different things. Some have additional. But for him, if you hold down the left bumper, he does have a sprint. So if you're used to playing FPS games, you want to run, this is where you're going to want to start off before you get comfortable trying out the different characters. There is no ADS. You just aim your crosshairs and shoot, similar to old style Halo. There are some weapons, depending on the character, that will give you maybe a scope in. But for him, the left trigger is actually going to do an alt fire mode. So he shoots 3 weapons, or 3 projectiles at once, and as you see, there's a cooldown. So every character has their different abilities to them. There's a cooldown to these abilities. You can reload with X. And his other ability, which is mapped to the right bumper, is that he has a little circle of healing that you can stand in and also heal allies. So he's kind of a well-rounded, balanced character. They have him broken up into, I guess it's the assault class. They said something that when I played the game, they have snipers or builders or whatever. These bots are funny. And it's interesting, these actually sound more like a claptrap, even though this is the Blizzard game and Battleborn is the 2K game. But if you look in the center of the screen, there's a percentage building up, and it's kind of based on a timer, so you don't have to be that great at the game. It will go up. It does vary based on character, but as you get points for destroying, you get a little boost on that. And if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, it shows who your character is. Shows your life, 200 out of 200. You can get armor. There are characters that will make armor or get armor for you. I still don't have 100%. The line on the bottom of those bars, I don't know what that is. It just started the game, really. So we're almost at 100%. There we are. So now you can hit Y, and you have your special ability. So I'm just going to sprint over to where there's some more bots. Y here. I can't remember what he does.
I've got you in my sights.
Okay, so he gets an auto. He kind of gets like an auto aim,
Sweet.
like an aim assist. So you just shoot in the general direction. Bullets will go after them. And it's very short, if you notice. Some abilities with characters last longer than others. But he's the basic character they start you off with to get familiar. Now, when you're playing the game, every time you die, you can choose what character you are. You're not locked into what you start at for the match. And they have all these characters. They all have their different abilities. You can hit Y. It tells you what they are, what buttons they're mapped to. Him, he has his shurikens that goes onto the right on the D-pad there. So, you know, this guy shoots. He has pistols. His special. It's kind of like a Red Dead. You know, going to Deadeye mode thing. This character shoots rockets. She also, I think, has jump jets, if I remember correctly. This guy has like shoddy pistols, dual shoddy pistols. He also has some kind of ghost mode, or I guess it's almost similar to the girl in the first Borderlands, where she can kind of phase walk. You already saw him. This is the character that was famous for the controversy of showing her butt. She has pistols. This is an interesting character. He can turn into a turret, and that's toggle. You can toggle that on and off. It's not a cooldown. And his special, he turns into a little baby tank. This guy is an archer. You can hold down for a more powerful shot. If you hold it down, you aim better, you're going to do more damage. You can do one-shot kills with it. This guy's kind of out there. Can't remember what he does. I didn't play too much with him. He has a trap. Shoots grenades. She will freeze people. She's kind of a good support role character. She'll freeze people and just leave them open to get attacked. This guy's a builder. He'll build little turrets, and you can improve upon them, and he also can get armor for you. I can't remember what she does. She has a grappling hook, apparently. But, you know, the key is, like, you can spend as much time as you want in here trying them all out. She's like a little mech, kind of like a Titanfall type character. Her special, you can actually send the mech out to self-destruct, and then call another one in. And I don't remember there being too much of a cooldown with that. But, yeah, she shoots machine guns. That's kind of a fun character, too. It's good for beginners. This guy is interesting. He carries a big hammer. He does have a projectile mode that he can shoot like an energy beam from the hammer. He has a charge move, I remember that, and he has a shield, which can be very useful. I like this character a lot. He's fun, especially for, you know, beginners. He has a grappling hook. It's, you know, short to medium range. It's kind of like Scorpion's spear. He'll shoot it out there. He has an alt fire on his gun that shoots a larger projectile. Otherwise, it's almost like a machine gun that he's shooting, and he can heal himself. It's pretty fun. That's the main character from the movies that you may have seen. I wasn't too crazy about him. You know, there's different characters. There's something for everybody in this game. His Tesla cannon is kind of like you hold down, you aim, and it shoots an arc of energy. So you can hold it down, and once it's locked onto somebody, it'll keep shooting them. You don't have to have perfect aim, so there's a bonus to that. Like Buff Pink, she couldn't figure out too much, but she can make black holes, if I remember correctly. It just kind of sucks you in and holds you there. This guy has his gun is like a speaker. Kind of neat, and he can wall run. She doesn't have any projectile attacks that I remember. She is strictly buffing, like helping your allies. She does have a melee attack with her staff. But you gotta get up close. It says automatic weapon. I guess she has one. I don't remember being able to shoot it. Oh, you have to toggle it. Okay, that's probably before I figured out how to do that. She's pretty good. I didn't 100% figure out, but she can make little turrets, which is good. I think she can do like 4 or 6 of them, something like that. And this guy, he's kind of like that Buddhist monk thing, but he's powerful. He's you know, he can debuff, buff, and shoots those orbs out. Are pretty interesting. Let's put her on, just because I never saw her gun, how it worked. So this is her staff. Yes. So if there's a enemy, let's see what she can do.
Damage boost engaged.
So I guess that would, you know, make you stronger if she's aiming at you. The left bumper if you're jumping and you hold them out, she can kind of glide down. She has her wings that come out. Okay, so it's telling me left bumper. I don't know why. So we're powering him up.
I'm taking care of you.
And heal. You do have that melee, but looks like she has a shield, which I didn't notice before. So a lot more useful than I originally thought. Because, you know, running up melee, it's not going to be the easiest thing to do. Okay, so that was a when you have her in gun mode, she does that. She has a little bit of a boost. How I did it, but maybe you have to aim at a teammate. So now she has her other abilities. So plenty to choose from to try out with these different characters. So there's, you can see that they're here's how the classes are divided up. This has like a little bullet symbol to the left of these guys. This has a chest piece. This has a shield, and this has a plus life for healing. So these are primarily healing characters to help out your team. These have different things to bump your defense, whether they actually be physical shields or not. I guess these are more like heavy characters or support characters. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I haven't, like I said, I haven't quite delved that deep into it. I think she can make ice walls, so she almost is kind of like the defense as well. And these are more straight up, I guess, just regular damage dealing types. So I'm going to back out of this. What I'll do is I'll jump into a bot match. That way I think it'll load up faster. But, you know, as you rank up, every time you rank up, they give you a loot box. You can open them. When you open them, you get little different things. It'll change like your character's appearance, or it says something about spray paint. I don't know how to spray paint yet. And you can look at all the stuff you've unlocked for them. So him, obviously, I've already got an alternate costume, and he has a spray paint. And apparently they're going to be adding characters. I've heard they're going to be free. I think they've already previewed one. I haven't seen it. Let's go ahead and practice versus AI. And even though there's no campaign or story, it seems like they've gone through a lot of trouble to kind of build a background for this. They had the original trailer video. I guess there's been more stuff. I haven't got a hold of it. I just kind of picked up this game since a bunch of my friends got it.
Traveling to Nepal.
Doesn't matter. But pretty colorful, bright game. Doesn't focus so much on the stats. That, you know, they do track, you know, who's doing better at the end of the match. They'll put up the top 5 players. I don't think it matters what team. I think it's just top 5 overall. And you can vote actually on who you prefer. You get points for that. And on the right here, it's telling you team tips, no tank heroes. So nobody on our team is a tank character. And I'm guessing that's what that second group was. They have a lot of hit points. So it is objective based.
Well,
kind of like domination, I guess, or hold points or escort a vehicle. But, you know, people that play cooperatively, that have, you know, a lot of good teamwork, they're gonna be more successful over time. But it is accessible to anybody to play. You don't have to be that great to jump in and have fun, or find a character that, you know, suits your play style. That was his barrel roll. So the other team is also. So that blue on him, I believe that's like armor. So now we are contesting.
I'm staking my claim on the objective.
Now we are capturing the point.
hanzolo, at your service.
And I know it's self-explanatory with everything on the screen, but narrated it anyway.
Now, hold on. No pay required. This one's on the house. That'll learn you.
Alright. Now I'm almost charged up for my super, and it'll go into like that Red Dead mode. You want to maximize that. You want to aim as many characters as you can, and they have to be in your line of sight. And then pull the trigger on it.
Damn it.
So she orbed me, which is doing something to me, I guess.
You're taking
I
the
try to see as many of these guys as possible.
It's time.
Not sure if I did any good there. So it definitely focuses on teamwork. It's not necessarily about, you know, one guy doing all the damage. You kind of help each other, but you can have a long streak. You can have, you know, top players that do a lot of the work for you, that help out. Let's see him at the best aim.
First round. 1.
Alright, so now you'll see the post-match screen here. Oh, round 2. Maybe I haven't played this game type before. Well, let's change heroes just to keep it interesting for you. Now there'll be 2 of us.
Catherine, you would make the perfect research assistant.
We shall prove ourselves
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
He can self-repair, which is kind of like a heal move. He pulls out a little blowtorch.
Double kill. The objective is now active.
He's in turret mode.
Double kill. Double, triple, quadruple kill. Team kill.
Alright, so we wiped everybody out. That's what that means. And we are playing against bots, so it is harder against human opponents. You do definitely die faster if you're playing with a character that has, you know, less hit points. You're not going to last as long. You got to be a little bit more strategic about where your placement is. Like, your shots have to be more accurate, just as with anything else. There are characters that will give you a lot, you know, let you see where the enemies are coming from, kind of like a see-through walls type deal.
Play of the game.
I thought I would have had it after all those quad kills. So he went into beast mode, just punched them all out. And I didn't even make it to the top 4 to get voted on.
Epic.
But see, we can choose who we want to vote for. Vote for Deadly Fishy. So you do get accolades. I don't really see where your KD or any of that is, which is probably good, because this game is not about that, really.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
But that's it. I'm gonna back out here. Just wanted to give you a general idea what to expect with this game, just in case you were interested on the fence or whatever. That's pretty much it. You know, it's pretty straightforward, easy to get into. Sure, there's like nuances to it that I wouldn't even notice, or that, you know, over time you kind of pick up on. But just kind of a more fun, you know, lighthearted shooter game. As I said, you know, a lot of action there, a lot of chaos, but not really like intense. At least not so far. And keeps it interesting by having so many characters to choose from. Almost like a fighting game. You have so many different characters to try out and play as, and that'll keep you occupied for a little bit until you figure out certain ones that you like more, you know, maybe for different game types, or, you know, maybe you just don't feel like being all up in their face, or just, you know, want to help out and heal. But that's it. That's Overwatch. Now you know what it is. Decide for yourself if you want it or not.